Alright guys, today we're going to be playing as Hohenzollern. I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly, the Prussian puppet. I had a different starter planned, but after some playthroughs, we need to go for central banking first, believe it or not. And then we don't want to build barracks like I planned to. We just want to build some industry buildings. This will be useful later. Okay, we got our autonomy up. Now we're going to try and increase autonomy. They're going to say no. And then we're going to declare to increase our autonomy. And while this is going on, we want to start improving our relations with Württemberg and with Bavaria. I think the biggest challenge here is your patience. Alright, we can finally get our autonomy increased. There we go. Yeah, Greener Grass campaign was a really good decision here. We're getting a lot of migration. Alright, so we just got an alliance with Württemberg through a treaty. Alright, so we built up an army. We're allied with Württemberg. So we're going to try and declare on Baden now. Worst case scenario, we call in Prussia with an obligation. But we can call in Württemberg with call ally. There we go, we conquered Baden. Now we're going to declare on Hesse here. Alright, now we're going to try and go for railways. And then water tube boiler. Okay, we conquered Hesse. Alright, I'm going to declare on Frankfurt here. Bavaria is going to side against us. We're going to take advantage of that. There we go, Bavaria sided against us. And we're going to conquer Franconia from Bavaria. We're going to start improving relations with Austria. There we go, we got Frankfurt, and we got one state from Bavaria here. We're going to declare on Saxe-Memmingen now. Alright, we're going to do military access with Austria here. Now we're going to declare on Nassau here. Then we're going to declare on Waldeck here. We're going to put a pause on the conquest for now, since we're getting decently high infamy, and we want to sort out our economy. We're going to research intensive agriculture, then nitroglycerin, and then Bessemer process. We're going to establish this company here. We're going to grant industry rights for tooling workshops. Then we are going to give them a monopoly on both tooling and logging, and we'll give them trade rights. Seems like they actually coded the AI to complete the Schleswig-Holstein question, when in the past they kind of just completely ignored it. We're going to declare on Saxony, since our infamy is getting quite low. We're going to research mechanized workshops, and then triage, and then organized ports. We're going to build up our army a little bit in preparation to fight Prussia. We're going to give Austria 5k a week, but we're going to get an alliance and support independence. I guess we'll make this 15 years. We're going to declare on Württemberg here, and I think we're going to go for pan-nationalism after. We're going to declare on Hesse-Kassel here. We're going to go for independence from Prussia here. We're going to do this treaty with Austria here. Now peace out with Prussia. We should be a unification candidate. We are not. I guess because we're a major power instead of a great one. I guess we'll join the Austrian power bloc. Alright, we're now a great power. So we are now a unification candidate. We're going to research steel frame and then mutual funds. Looks like Prussia won against Denmark. So sadly the Schleswig-Holstein question journal entry has been completed. We're going to start improving relations with all the small little German countries. Alright, we're going to do this treaty with the Russians. Mainly just the investment rights. And we're going to establish this coal mine and sulfur company. We're going to give them industry rights to iron. And then whenever we can, I think we're going to grant these monopolies away. We're going to make another cannon army here. After mutual funds, we're going to go for investment banks. We're going to grant this company investment rights. We're going to go for secret police here. We're going to do an investment rights agreement with Spain for 25 years. We're going to grant monopoly rights to this company. We're going to owe Brazil an obligation here for investment rights for 25 years. We're not really getting any migration anymore, so it doesn't make sense to have these migration edicts. We're going to do a goods transfer agreement with Russia. I don't know if it's good or not. And then we're going to package this as an alliance. Oh my god, Italy formed. Tuscany's not part of it, but Italy did form. And then we're going for military statistics, then dynamite, pump jacks, reinforced concrete, and shift work. We're going to declare for investment rights here on Prussia. We'll sway Austria with accumulation on Prussia. Then we'll call ally Russia. And then we're going to do German leadership, make that primary. Guys, look how many regional HQs our company has. And oh my god, look at that profit. The third most profitable company. We're going to rival the Ottomans here so that we can improve relations with GB. I'd love to get investment rights in them. Oh, we're out of peasants. Oh my. We're going to start funding lobbies in Prussia. We're going to owe an obligation for this treaty, and we're going to make it 15 years long. It's just a bunch of goods transfers. We're going to research corporatism here, then open hearth process, rotary valve engine, and vacuum canning. We're going to owe an obligation and give 10k a week to GB here in order to get investment rights. And that's because GB has so many subjects, we'll be able to get so many regional HQs. We're going to transfer 4K to Switzerland for transit rights. And then we're going to transfer 2K to Italy here for investment rights and transit rights. Alright, we're going to withdraw from this treaty with Austria here. And then we'll launch a leadership play whenever our truce is over. Oh, we also need to leave the power block. We're going to increase our taxes here. We're still losing money. We're going to stop subsidizing our trade centers here. We're going to stop funding lobbies in Prussia. They didn't even form one. That's crazy. We're going to try and pass corporate state here. Oh, we can launch a leadership play now. Alright, we're going to call in Russia with call ally. We're going to call in GB with humiliate Austria. We're going to do this treaty with Prussia. We're going to do defensive pact so that they can improve relations up to 80. We're going to get investment rights for companies. And then this is just so there's positive relations. Alright, we can peace out with Austria. That is going to complete the South German Confederation thing. Hopefully we don't change tags. Okay, so we do change tags. That's unfortunate. South German Confederation. Now we're just going to improve relations with Prussia and Austria and try to form Mega Germany. Alright, we're going to owe an obligation for this treaty. We're going to get a defensive pact, which can improve relations to 80. And then we're getting that through some money transfer and goods transfers. We're going to get rid of our company monopolies for now, or monopoly rights, since we are at 0 peasants anyways, well, near 0. And then we're going to do some consumption taxes. We can renegotiate this treaty where we don't need to give them money anymore. We're going to go for steel railway cars, and then multilateral alliances. We now have the 2nd and the 4th best companies in the world in terms of profit. Well, 2nd and 3rd now, I guess. Looks like our investment pool ran dry. We're going to decrease our taxes. Now have corporate state. Oh my god, what is our flag? Oh no. South German Confederation. Oh, we're a fascist state. Oh no. We're gonna go for public schools here. No, the German flag. So both Prussia and Austria support us. So we're gonna launch a unification play. And then by this, we are going to inherit a bunch of armies, a bunch of things like that. Let's see if this merge button's any cool. Oh yeah, it's plenty cool. We're gonna call in GB with humiliate the French. And we're gonna call ally Russia. And I think we're just gonna delete this army, save a little bit of money. And then we're gonna incorporate everything. Oh, I just clicked C on accident. I don't know what kind of treaty I just did. Well, I guess I just gave Russia investment rights, so well. Alright, we can peace out with France now. There we go. Alright, well now we're gonna form Germany. I would have loved to stay as Hohenzollern tag, but sadly we aren't. Oh my god, our color looks a little bit weird. Like slightly green. So we're gonna do a trade league as Germany. It's gonna be external trade. And then we're gonna improve relations with a lot of people, just randomly. Apparently there's like a border conflict here. Hello? We're gonna do this steel company here. We're gonna renegotiate this treaty with GB here. We're gonna research civilizing mission and then malaria prevention. We'll research electrical capacitors, pneumatic tools, electric arc process, then vulcanization and conveyors. And then we're gonna build a power plant in every single state. So we're gonna do a defensive pact with Italy here for a power block embassy. Doesn't look like we'll be able to get them in our power block though. We're gonna do this treaty with the Swiss here. And we're gonna grant back monopoly rights. We're gonna try and go total separation here. We're gonna annex Krakow here. We're just gonna do this treaty with Tuscany here, try and get them in our power block. As well as getting a company monopoly on logging, which I don't know if that's useful or not, but we have it. I think we pretty much completed the goal of forming Germany as Hohenzollern without help of France. So I'd say the run's completed. I'm gonna edit it down, and if the video is long enough, and it's not like 3 minutes long, then this will be the end.